Hello and welcome to the Rodpod. Today I have Jess from Spuddy Lovely. Jess, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Good. Thank you for having me.
Good. Well, I'm looking forward to your story.
Oh, good. Yeah, well, I've given you a little bit of backstory. So, I'm ready to get into it.
Let's go for it.
Okay. So, I'll start from the beginning. I used to work in a nursery. I've been in all different types of jobs. But when I first kind of went for the first leap of Spuddy Lovely, I was working in a nursery and I decided that I just wasn't happy. Love working with kids. Obviously, I've got a child myself, but I was just sick of working for people. And I know that sounds terrible, but I think a lot of business owners, the reason why they do it is because they just want to work for themselves. So I was brainstorming and I thought, well, what can I do? And I've always loved working with food and feeding people. Like when people come over my house, they're not going to go home hungry.
Yeah. Sure.
So I started looking into what they call burger vans or trailers, things like that. And then I got my inspiration from, there used to be a cake place in Llanelli and they had a renovated horse box and I loved it. I thought it was so unique and you didn't see anything like that.
Yeah.
So I started looking for horse boxes and went on Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
And I was looking, nothing came up in Swansea, Cardiff. There was some in London and, about 3 hours away. But they just weren't my cup of tea. So then I kept looking. This was over months and months. It didn't just happen overnight.
Yeah.
And then one came up and it was exactly what I was looking for. So then I messaged the guy. And as I was messaging him, I was like, oh my God, it's in Great Yarmouth.
Where's that?
Which is the east of England, so a 5-hour drive. And obviously we had to tow this back. So I said to my husband at the time, I was like, you think we can get it? And he was like, well, we don't have a tow bar. So I was like, yeah, that's a good point. So then I spoke to my uncle who had a Land Rover and he had a tow bar. So I was like, can I borrow your car just for a day?
Yeah.
And he was like, what for? And I was like, well, I found a horse box. And he was like, go for it.
Yeah.
So then sorted everything out with the guy. He was spraying it, the outside and stuff like that. But it was a shell inside. It had no flooring. The only thing it had was the wooden slats on the side, which looked lovely. So then I said it's all good because I want to put my own touch on it anyway.
Yeah.
So then we went and got it. 5 hours, well, 6 hours with the service stops.
Yeah.
And we got there, fell in love straight away. I was like, yes, this is, meant to be. So then we were towing it back and it was so heavy. We could only go 50 miles an hour on the way back.
Oh my God.
So what was supposed to be 5 hours, I think took us 8 hours.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, we finally got it back. I think the next day we started renovating it and my husband's father's really handy. So he was doing all the flooring, all the carpentry, electric, stuff like that. Me and my husband, we bought, I always research, what's the best paint and all this. And we ended up buying fence paint.
Right. Yeah.
So we started painting it. I was like, this doesn't look right. And he was like, well, we're halfway through now, so we may as well carry on. So we ended up painting this by hand now.
Yeah.
This horse box all in fence paint and gate paint.
Yeah.
So you could see as it was as it was going on, it was all just dripping down. So it had this quite bumpy effect, but it just worked. So it did end up being okay. So so once that was all done, we were all sorted. And then I had spuds in mind from the start because when I was a kid, I used to go to Spud You Like.
Yeah.
Remember Spud You Like?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, in town with my
I
mum.
remember, yeah.
And I was quite a fussy kid with eating. And I used to have beans with about 10 sachets of butter, and I'd mash it all in.
That's
and
how I do it now.
Yeah, you've got to, haven't you, and salted
butter.
Oh, that's like such a big request. People are like, oh, extra butter. I'm like, yes, pile it on.
Yeah.
So that was my like initial thing, because I just thought like there's nowhere around that just specialise in spuds. So that's where that idea stemmed from. And at the time, because it was November 22, I picked up the horse box. So I think Spudman, you probably heard of Spudman.
No.
No?
What's that?
Spudman, he's...
Spudman, yes.
Spudman.
Yes, sorry.
Mohican.
Yeah.
So he was like just getting big then.
Right.
So I was like, oh, well, this is great. So obviously there's a demand for spuds. And I used to love going to the little pop-up markets and things like that.
Yeah.
And like it would always be burgers, pizza, things like that. And I was like, oh, I really can see myself in these markets. So I started making my menu, seeing where I could get potatoes from, or I was in the kitchen till God knows when, making up things and testing it. And my husband is the biggest critique ever, which is good, really.
Yeah.
But like, I'm so like, I've got so much pride that if he says it's not good, I'm like, what? But then I guess if he doesn't like, constructive, if he doesn't like it, then there must be like something wrong with it, and I make it better. So then I just started. I was still in the nursery job at this time, because I didn't want to fully like quit and then just go into this, because I didn't know how it was going to go. And like, we have a mortgage, I have a little boy. It was a big risk. So we started looking at pop-up markets. And then as soon as I messaged people, they were like, yeah, like you can come in, stuff like that. So I started getting like regular spots in like Pentlager, Pontedulais. I've done a few down Llanelli way. I've done weddings, things like that. So it just started getting bigger and bigger, and my following then, I used to have regular customers and they'd follow me around, which was really nice.
Lovely.
And so I was doing that for about a year. I think I ended up quitting my job when I was doing it for about 6 months, because I thought, I've got my regular spots now, and the money comes in and I should be fine. So when I did quit my job, started doing the events, and everything was great. And I'm really like, I get bored quickly, and not that I got bored of what I was doing. It was more, I'm only doing this on the weekends. There's not really like space for weekday things, because it was just more like the pop-up markets, and they're always on the weekend. And I tried getting like a permanent spot, and I went through planning permission to get a spot down in, do you know Rhod Lake in Llansamlet?
Sure. Oh yeah.
So there's a big lake there, and I tried getting a spot just literally a road off there. Went through the whole planning process, paid near enough £600 for it. I could see nothing wrong, because it was literally on just a land near, it was by a garage on a road that was all closed off at the end. And waited about 6 weeks for it to come back, and they just said, no, sorry, it can't be done, and kept the money.
Oh
I know.
So frustrating, isn't it?
And at that time, like, my parents paid for it as well, because they knew, like, my parents are so supportive, and I wasn't in the position to just pay £600 to possibly not, go ahead with it. So I remember like ringing them saying like, it's been declined, and I was so upset. And that was a bit like,
And that's Swansea Council.
Swansea Council.
They're just ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
You know, with the business rates and everything.
Oh, do you know, I'm really lucky with the shop now.
Mm-hmm.
They were quick to question me, you know, about the business rates. But I think because of the location and this, I think it's to do with like the size of the shop or something. I don't actually have to pay business rates. But
Brilliant.
touch wood.
Yeah.
We'll see. It might change. But yeah. Yeah, I just didn't have a nice experience with Swansea Council, and I felt when I was, because I would always prefer to speak to someone rather than reading things, because sometimes it just doesn't go in.
Oh, me too.
Yeah,
I can't stand it.
Yeah, I'm more of a verbal instruction, and when there's so much writing, it just I get a bit lost the track.
Yeah.
So I remember ringing them and saying like, "Can I have some help with this?" And they just seemed so like miffed, as if like, oh, we do this all the time. Do you know what I mean? We don't have time for like you street vendors, and they'd rather be into the big businesses. And they post, you know, about having, you know, the help for the small startups and everything. But there was nothing.
That's terrible, isn't it? You know, I mean, that could be their attitude towards businesses like yourself could be detrimental to the whole economy, because there's just so many small businesses in Swansea that could do with a bit of extra help from the council, like reduction in business rates, you know, or even abolished business rates, I think. Got all these shops closing, take away the business
and
rates.
they wonder why these streets are going, there's no shops. Because a lot of, like, apart from the big ones, like, you know, New Look and River Island and things like that, they're gonna be around for years and years because they're big companies. But then you have the small cafes that people like love going to. But then they just can't afford it because they have so much to pay, and like gas and electric, things like that. And it's just I've had more help off other business owners, small business owners, and the people I've messaged for help. I remember messaging the pizza boys. Yeah. And that was when they were down in Penclouth. And they were absolutely fantastic. And this was before I even applied for the planning. So cool. They were saying what to do and the steps to take. Yeah. And they were more help than anyone else. And it comes to something, doesn't it? When you think that you can speak to the council and they'd put you through, but yeah. So I'm getting a bit sidetracked now.
Carry on,
So then I was doing the events, was going really well, but then winter came. And I just remember thinking, it's so touch and go, like with obviously Swansea weather. When I was doing some events, it was hammering down, and then people don't want to come out. So then that's when I was thinking then about a shop. And my parents are really supportive, right? But when I mentioned the shop, they were like, Jess, think of the overheads, think of the rent, think of the gas. And I was like, I know. But like, if I don't try, it's going to bug me forever. And I'm going to I know I'm going to regret it. And I just don't want to go back into a job where people are telling me this and that. And I just felt like in my gut, I had to do it. So I started looking around then, and I found a shop. Well, saying that, sorry. A lady that I used to do a market with, she did like sweets and American candy, stuff like that. She had a shop, but she was just going online. So she messaged me and she said, I'm thinking of putting my shop up for rent. Oh, do you want to have a look around? And I was like, yeah, perfect, in Gowerton. Nice little shop. And when I went to view the shop, it still didn't feel like real. I felt like, am I leading her on? Do you know what I mean? Because I didn't know if I was 100% going to do it, because like all the inside voices were like, oh, you know, like, but I was just like, oh, bugger it, like, let's just do it. And then my husband was like, just do it. Like, I'll support you if it doesn't go right.
Oh, that's great. That's
great. He's always been fantastic. And so I got the keys, I think it was the 26th of December, because we were actually on holiday over Christmas, and then we came back, the 27th, came back, and I literally got the keys the day after we came back off holiday.
Wow.
So I was on a mission then, because I actually sold my horse box to start the shop.
And that was December last year now?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. So,
cool.
December, it was 2024, but by the time I opened, it was January 25.
Yeah.
So, I was like, right, we need to turn this around as quick as I can.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get it all done. And we spent like 2 weeks painting, getting everything up, sorting all the electrics out, bits and bobs.
Mm.
And then, I think the 14th of January we opened.
Right.
So it was literally, what's that, 17 days? Something like that?
Yeah.
So 17 days. And it was weird because the day I opened, my mum broke her foot.
Oh, no.
And I was like,
bless her.
Fantastic. Not bless
Oh, mum. It was like, what are you doing?
No, but she's a strong cookie. She's good.
Yeah.
But she was having time off. And she used to come in the shop just to like sit and make sure everything was okay. And like, bless her, she'd be walking around in her boot. She's like, do you want me to do anything? Wipe the tables and things like that. So she was watching everything go on. And my best friend Ebony, she works for me. Yeah. And it was just me and Ebony at the start. And we were really, really busy. Like, it was mental. She was like, I need to get behind the desk. I need to do it. And I was like, but you've got a boot on, ma'am. Like, you need to chill. She's like, get me a chair. I'm going to sit behind the desk and I'll take your orders and you two can go in the kitchen. I was like, right, okay, And yeah, she did that. And I think she had a couple of days of working for me. And she said to herself, she was like, she used to work in a school and she taught for 20 years. And you probably know all teachers are stressed and under pressure. And she was having such a good time working for me. She was like, I think I'm just going to stay here. I was like, well, of course you can. And everyone says to me like, oh, how do you feel having your mum working with you? And it's just like, it makes me so, so proud.
Really?
Like,
that's
lovely.
To
like think that I'm like, my parents have done so much for me. Like, I'm the only child, so... so I've been very, very lucky growing up. And to like, I'm not, obviously she works for her pay, but to be able to pay her wage, which goes on her bills, or to treat herself and stuff like that, it's just such a nice feeling.
I bet that is lovely. It sounds like you've been so lucky having the support network that you mentioned, your mum, your husband, your parents, and your friend, and it's just. I know, and I've been so like Ebony's been there from the start. She used to do the events with me, and it's funny because we became friends about 3 months before I started Spuddy Lovely, and I was like, I knew she liked food, I knew she liked cooking, and I'd been over for a few, Mexican nights and stuff, and I thought, well, she can cook. So I said to her, well, do you fancy joining me? And she was like, yeah. And she's been with me since. So, since 2023. So, right.
Yeah, I'm surprised she's still with me, to be honest, because, talk her head off. But yeah, I know, they're, my mum and Ebony are fantastic. They're really, like, my mum, I worship the ground she walks on, because she does so much for my business. Like, she'll say, like, she'll come in one day and she's been and got forks and boxes and like serviettes, things that like sometimes slip my mind. She'll bring like decorations, plants, stuff like that, and she'll text me saying like, oh, I noticed this is low and stuff like that.
So she's got your back.
She has really got my back.
That's amazing help, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Especially with like you setting up a new business and things are new to you for a while, aren't they? And things change, so you've got someone looking out. That's awesome.
Yeah, and I think it was meant to be.
Yeah,
with her breaking her ankle, although obviously it wasn't very nice at the time for her. But she even says it was meant to be, and
That's great. She enjoys it as well.
Yeah, and I say she can go home and relax, but She still texts me when she goes home, loads of stuff about what I need and things like that. But yeah, she's a good egg, really good egg. Yeah,
great. So what's your plan now with the shop? Are you gonna try and branch out, or just give it a couple of years, see how that goes? You've sold the horse box, did you say?
Sold the horse box.
Is that something you'd go back into, like having a mobile, or are you just happy the way things are now?
I think another reason why I wanted a shop was because it was really hard with the horse box. I had to prep in my kitchen.
Yeah.
Take all the prep in the horse box, tow the horse box, set everything up. And then sometimes if I did an event and it finished at 11 o'clock, I'd be doing dishes until 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then my son is up at the crack of dawn. So it was really hard. So I think if I was in a position to get another horse box or maybe a trailer or something like that, I personally wouldn't do it. And I would want it to kind of stay in one place. So maybe like somewhere else, like say like down the Mumbles or something like that. So then my staff could go there, kind of like my shop would be the base where I do the cooking. They can pick it up in the morning, things like that. But yeah, that's like way down the line. I would love to open a second shop, but I've told myself I want to hit a year first.
Yeah.
To know if it's going to be worth it. And if there is still the demand for spuds. But
I think so.
It is huge at the minute, and there's so many spud shops popping up.
Yeah. Because it's not unhealthy, is it?
No.
Because a potato and butter, years ago people thought butter was unhealthy.
Yeah.
But now there's a lot of information to say that butter and the fat in butter is very good for us. And it's the sugar's the issue.
Yeah, and that's in like the margarines, and that's what everyone
margarines.
like. I grew up having flora, and it's horrible. But my mum was always on a diet, and she said, "Oh, it's better for you,"
Yeah.
And then when I've been my husband now 8 years, and his nan, she used to use salted butter, and going in there having toast with salted butter, I was like, oh.
I had that yesterday.
Oh,
it's just like, it's unbelievable.
Isn't it? That I could live off toast with salted butter.
Yeah.
I just think it's something about. Yeah, I just think
sourdough melted there. Oh,
stop.
God. I'm getting hungry
I did
now.
have food before I came, but I'm hungry now. But yeah, so it was
Well, that is it's good. Like I said, it's healthy,
Yeah.
And especially I've looked at like all the different types of toppings you do. And fresh salad and things, they look great.
Yeah, I do. Like, God, I've been on a diet since I was about 13. I've always been on a diet.
Yeah,
I've always
me
been,
too, really.
thinged on for my weight. And I think it's because, like, fast food is so easy to get.
I know.
It's everywhere, literally.
It's just so convenient, isn't it? And when you're busy, you haven't got time to start prepping and cooking, really, have you?
No, exactly. And McDonald's, you literally drive through. You could be in your pajamas.
I know.
And you can just drive through, beep, sorted. So, fair play to McDonald's. It's fantastic for them, but not for us. So that was another reason as well, because I was sick of just eating rubbish, and I thought, well, at least when I'm working, I can eat something healthy, and a lot of other people can eat healthy, and there's so many diabetics these days as well. And I think that, obviously, diabetic, sugar, but it's surprising how much sugar is in food as well. It's not just like sweet stuff.
Yeah.
So like it is being mindful, and I literally, before I opened, I was going through everything, trying to find the best option that was healthiest, that tasted nice. And obviously we brought the salads in. It's going to be more of a summer thing. But I'm looking into now making like homemade soups and things like that, more for the winter, and trying to.
So what's on the menu now then? What types?
So we do Spuds, obviously.
Yeah.
And then we do. Shall I just go through like my menu?
Yeah.
So
I'm really interested because I want to go.
Oh, good. Well, you're welcome to. So we do like your classic cheese. Oh, sorry. Cheese and beans.
Yeah.
Coleslaw, tuna, curry.
Yeah.
We do all different toppers. So we've got crispy onions, bacon bits, red onion, sweet corn. Coleslaw's top as well, or you can have it as a main filling. And loads of spring onion. And we do a really big seller is corned beef, cheese and beans.
Yeah.
That's gone huge.
Is it?
Yeah. That's one of our biggest seller, I would say. Cool. And the curry. The curry's good.
Curry sounds good.
Yeah. And we always recommend curry, cheese, and crispy onions.
Oh, wow.
Because it's like a Chinese type curry.
Right.
And people say, cheese.
What, like a katsu type flavour? Or like
very much.
know.
Yeah, like that. And because it's so mild.
Yeah.
The cheese, like when I say to people, oh, we recommend cheese and crispy, they're like, cheese. I'm like,
oh yeah,
have a try.
Yeah.
And then everyone who has it comes back and has it again.
I think that's what I'm gonna have.
Yeah, you should. Yeah. And I love the bacon bits, but crispy onions are everyone loves crispy onions.
Yeah.
But yeah, so and we do like hot drinks, cold drinks. We do daily specials as well for the Spud. So we've through the summer, I try to like keep it as fresh as much as I can because I know like there's a lot of other Spud places. So I try to do specials just to keep it interesting. So we've done a Spanish Spud. So that was like chicken chorizo.
Nice.
And we've done a Greek Spud, which I'm actually doing tomorrow.
Yeah.
Which is really popular. So it's like gyro chicken style, a Greek salad in olive oil, and then tzatziki on the top.
Oh, lush.
Yeah. So that's another one. And yeah, we've recently done like a bolognese, beef curry. Chili.
I'm starving now. I really am.
Do you want a Spud?
I would love one now. God.
Yeah, and chili con carne. That's I've done that twice this week because it's so popular.
Is it?
Yeah, and we do like nachos, jalapenos, sour cream.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fully loaded. Yeah.
That is the one I will go for now.
Yeah. But you can have two. You can have two. I'll treat you.
Yeah, and I'll eat them all as well.
Yeah, oh good. I don't know, you might struggle.
Oh.
Sometimes we struggle to close the boxes.
Really?
Yeah, they're piled.
Oh, that's right up my
fully
street.
Loaded.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember you mentioned that you had a bit of a disaster. Was that your mum breaking the foot?
No. So when I used to do the events.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was the events, yeah.
There was just always something going wrong. Always. Whether it was my electrics playing up.
Yeah.
My generator. I remember one day I was setting up for the event and Ebony closed the door on my head with the boot. So I was literally like concussed before doing an event. But the worst was I used to have a generator, right? It was I think it was an 8 kilowatt generator. So like you could hear it from about a mile away, and it was so heavy. And we took it out the car, and it started hammering down. And for some reason, I don't know whether it was me or my husband. I'm going to blame my husband.
Yeah.
We left the cap open that you put the fuel in.
Right.
So that was getting all the rainwater in it. So then when I topped the fuel up, it was only about this much fuel and this much water.
Oh no.
So we turned it on. It was like, and I was like, and this was when we were at the event. It was one of my biggest events in Kevnithan. That way. It was a family fun day. Yeah. Everyone was setting up. Everything was fine. And I was like, oh my God. Tried again. Wouldn't start. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to have to go home now and I'm going to have to let everyone down. And I'm an emotional person, so I started crying at this point. I know. And I was like, oh my God, like this is the biggest. And I literally had about 150 potatoes ready to go in my potato oven. Because at this point, I was like all electric. and that's another thing. I started off all electric, and then I slowly went into gas. So if anyone's thinking of starting their own spud vehicle, whatever, just do gas, because electric's hard work. So I remember getting it on. I was like, yes, it's working. Went into the horse box. All I could see was this massive fog of smoke, and I was like, please tell me that's like a confetti thing going off or something, because I can't handle that.
Oh, yeah.
It was my generator.
Oh, no.
Smoking like hell, literally, to the point where everyone was like, like all around us. And it was a big field, like a massive field. And I was like, oh my God, like, what am I supposed to do? So then Ebony's dad is an electrician, but he's quite handy and stuff. And we were ringing him. Sean is my husband. Sean was ringing his dad and stuff like that. And they were like, right, just drain it and put more fuel in. So after that, it was happy days. But I ended up starting like an hour late. Yeah. So all the customers would come in at what was supposed to be 11 o'clock. And I was like, I'm going to be an hour. But then that actually ended up being my best day.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's
good, isn't it? That's a good turnaround.
Yeah, from going, it was the high and the low to the max.
Yeah.
And I just remember thinking like, I nearly went home. Like I nearly, like, I was like, I can't deal with this. And to have to go now and like cook all the potatoes, get everything hot and stuff like that. I was like, oh, I don't want to do it. Because once I get like something in my head, I'm terrible. Yeah. And but my husband and Ebony were like, oh, don't worry, like if people will wait if they wanna have a spud or whatever and wanna come to you. And yeah, like I said, it's just one of the best.
That's a good result, isn't it? Because it sounded like it could have gone horribly wrong, but you know, it
was really good. And it was, that day was rain and sunny, and people were still literally. I had such a long queue with people with umbrellas, and it made up for it then. Yeah. But that's just one. There was just always something.
Well, that's it, doing your own thing and having your own business, or, you know, things go wrong.
Yeah.
They always do. And you don't expect it. It's so annoying. Like, things with the podcast have gone wrong. Nearly every podcast I've done. And it's like, okay, let's look at how to sort this out. And you eventually get there.
Yeah.
But, you know, it's just, I think it's how you deal with it.
Yeah, like, definitely.
You know.
Like, if these things didn't happen, then, and if I did go home that day, then I probably would have been too ashamed to go to another event, just in case it happened again. Yeah. So every mistake I make, or every, like, learning curve, like, it is a lesson. Like, and I know that sounds cliche, but it really is. You have like another checklist then, don't you?
Yeah.
About what you need to do.
Yeah.
And as soon as you go through that, and there's always going to be things like with the shop. I've come in the morning and my drinks fridge, I haven't shut it properly, and I've had a flood all over the floor, and I'm like, yeah, this is how I want to start at 8 o'clock in the morning, you know. And there's the other day, I've only got a tiny kitchen, and I had so much on at once, like all my bain-maries, my microwave, my potato oven. I tripped all the electrics in the middle of service.
Oh, no.
And I was like, thank God all the potatoes are hot, because my fridges are still on, so I can still serve food. But I was there for like an hour, and fair play, Ebony and my mother, they're so calming, and they say, like, I know I keep doing this, but they literally are like, Jess, it's fine. Like, it'll be fine. And I think I just need to think, if things happen, it just is a learning curve. And
exactly.
And I think that's the same with everything.
It is. And if everything was easy, everyone would be doing it.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
You know, you're doing something that can be tricky.
Yeah.
And you will have, like, tricky situations and problems, but it's just how you deal with them when they come, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's... Yeah, there's been a fair few, but we're still here. We're still here, pushing through.
Good. Yeah, cool. So, is it difficult with the little one running the business?
Yeah, it can be. I think the most difficult thing is if he's unwell or if I'm unwell. There's been times where, because obviously my mum works for me as well, so she would be like the backup if he couldn't go into childcare. So he does go with a childminder, and he's there 4 days a week, bless him. But he's in part-time school, and he absolutely loves it. He's so good with other kids, and he makes friends so easy, and he's just he's the best. So we're lucky that he has got such an amazing childminder, and he enjoys school and things like that. But obviously, if he is ill, he can't go to childminder. My husband works, and we're both self-employed, so it is a tricky one, because obviously if you don't work, you don't get paid. More so in my husband's role, but there's been times where, like, I've had to bring Oscar in to work, or if I'm ill, because my mum and Ebony have set days, and I'm really trying to keep it that way, because they deserve a day off, because it gets busy. So there's been times where, like, my mum's been working and it's Ebony's days off, and rather than asking her to come in, I'll be like, Sean, can you work so I can have a day off to, like, rot? And yeah, like, it is hard, because since owning my business, although I'm only open 11 till 3, I'm there at 8 o'clock every morning, prepping. So I'm there for 3 hours before is it 3 hours? Yeah. 3 hours before we even open. Like, in the morning, I'll get Oscar ready for school. So then Sean can take him to the childminder, and then I come home and I'll pick Oscar up on the way back from work, and sometimes I don't finish till 4. So then I'll get Oscar, and then I come home, and Oscar is my little boy. He is 100 mile an hour, so it literally does not end. And I do like a click and collect for my stock, so everything is fresh every single day. So I get home, I have to order my click and collect. I've got to make sure, like, I go through all my stock. And
it never ends, does it, with like, a business owner?
No.
It's like most people have no idea that you do 3-hour prep before you open.
No, they think I just rock up at 5 to 11, switch the potato oven on, and they're ready to go. It's just, and like, there's things like, do you know, if I do like slow cooking things, then I'm doing that the night before to slow cook in my house to take then to work. And it's and obviously all parents are busy, do you know what I mean? But I think because there's a lot of work where you go to work, you do your job, you go home, and then you see to your kids or you see to your family, whatever. But with me, it's I've got to do all my orders, I've got staff, rotas to do. I do all my social media. I do all of it.
That's a job in itself.
Yeah,
isn't it?
like, people are social media, like, that's their job. So I'm doing like 2 jobs in itself. Yeah. So it's funny, because like you go self-employed and you think, oh, I'll set my hours now and do like a couple of hours a day, and then I'll be fine. And then it's just like, well, I've gone from doing like 9 to 5 to flipping 24/7. So it's but it is worth it, because like, since starting, although me and my husband work hard, the weekends, because I'm only open Monday to Friday, so the weekends are purely for family time. And to be able to now, like, provide, and because my husband, bless him, like, when I was doing the events, I wasn't actually making that much money. It was working out like £100 an event, and I'd pay Ebony, and so he was like just paying all the bills and stuff, and he'd never say anything. So it's so nice now to be able to, like, put my part in, and like, I can spoil Oscar if I need to, and I can treat myself and stuff like that. And like I was saying about my mum, and I can, give her the extra if she needs it. And so but can be hard, but it's definitely worth it because of them weekends. And so many people say, oh, well, why don't you open on a Saturday and Sunday? And I think, well, I don't want to.
No, your family.
Yeah, my family are the most important thing to me.
Yeah.
As are my customers.
Yeah.
But yeah, they'll always come first. And as long as, I do my part Monday to Friday, and then the weekends are.
Yeah.
And if I was going to open on a weekend, I don't think I would work. I'd see if I could get maybe another member of staff or.
Definitely.
Because it's just he's only little once as well, and
exactly. Yeah.
And he's growing so quick. Yeah. So
and boys, I think I've got 2 boys.
Yeah.
And they're wild. I think, I see my mates who've got little girls. Well, my sister, she's got little girls the similar age. And I said to her the other day, I said, are you worried? Like, now what did I say now? I get really worried about, the boys and everything. Do you worry about the girls fighting? And she said, well, I do worry that one of them will hurt the other one's feelings.
Oh, God.
And I was like,
no,
I'm worried that one of them is going to kill the other one.
Yeah. You're going to walk in and be like, oh my God.
Their feelings, that's a given.
Yeah.
I'm like,
that's just on the daily.
Yeah. I'm worried about death and things like that. And she was laughing then. But it's genuinely true. They're mad.
Boys are nuts, aren't they?
Absolutely nuts.
When I was pregnant, I always thought, I just had a feeling I was going to have a girl. Up until the gender reveal, I was like, I'm having a girl, 100%, because I was so ill through my pregnancy. And they say, when you have a girl, they take all the beauty away from you. Yeah. Well, Christ Oscar's taking all the beauty away from me because he's flipping gorgeous, and but I was shocked when I found out. But he's great, absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, I wouldn't change it, even though they're nuts. Yeah, I wouldn't change it. Really, it's weird.
And I feel like I should be a boy mum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm so into whatever he wants to do, whether it's sport, music, like I was saying to you earlier with the drums.
Yeah.
Whatever. He loves music. I love music. In the shop, as soon as you walk in, you'll hear all the music on, and it's a bit louder than it should be, but set the vibe in it. Yeah. But whatever he wants to do, I support him, and
Oh, lovely. Yeah. Tell me about the awards then.
So I have been not nominated. I guess nominated. I'm a finalist.
Yeah.
For the South Wales Business Awards.
Oh right. So you're a finalist.
Yeah.
I see.
So the final is on the 26th of September.
All right.
So not long. And my dress came today, and I flipping ate it.
What? What's wrong with it?
Oh, it's awful. I look like I'm going to a funeral.
Oh, no.
And it needs to be the opposite of that, really, doesn't it?
Well, I don't know. I'm not an expert with dresses, to be, being a bloke, typical bloke.
No, to be fair, it's from Shein. So Shein's I don't know if you've heard of Shein, have you?
I think so, maybe.
Yeah, I think it's a Chinese massive factory, and they make all the photos look so lovely online, and then it comes and you're like, oh no, that's a black bag.
Can you swap it? Have you got time to swap?
Well, I probably will send it back, but I think I'm gonna have to get in the shops and have a look. But I put it on literally before I came here. I was like, I look like I'm gonna go to
Is it?
Yeah.
It sounds like a cool event though as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's well, I'm not 100% sure. But it's South Wales, so there is around 5 finalists, and I think there's about 10 sections, and I've got into 2. So out of all small businesses...
Oh, well done.
Yeah, so it's Young Entrepreneur... Is it? I have to double check. Young Entrepreneur of the Year, I've been put up for.
Yeah.
And Female Startup of the Year.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, so I was...
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's a good effort, and it's good for business as well, isn't it?
Definitely. I need that plaque up in the shop because when I found out, it was weird because it was as if it was meant to be, because my mum came in to drop stuff off that she had bought for the shop.
Yeah.
And my dad was having his tooth out that day, and his dentist is literally up the road from my shop. So my mum came in, my dad came in, and I was like, 9 o'clock now, the results are coming in. And I was on my phone, and I was like, Mum, sit down now. Let's do a video, just in case, it's good. And I said, if it's bad, then I won't post it. So me and my mother were sitting down now, literally just turned 9 o'clock, nothing. So then I got to about 9:15, and they posted. So I clicked on the link, and I was going through it. And I was like, oh no, I can't see my name. And then I got to like the young entrepreneur and stuff like that. Yeah. And I saw my name, and I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then my mum was like, keep going. And I scrolled down again, and then I was on Female Startup of the Year as well.
Yeah.
And then I just broke down then. I don't know if you've seen the video.
No, I haven't.
You'll have to watch it.
Yeah,
I think it'll hit you in the feels.
Yeah.
But yeah. I literally was, I was shaking. And that day I was just like on cloud 9 because it was such a good feeling. But inside, like, not sad. I was happy sad. Do you know what I mean? Like, because I've worked so hard, and to get picked in such a big like space. Do you know what I mean? And they said as well that this year the amount of applications exceeded any other years. Right. So to think that I've kind of that's less chance to get picked. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah.
So
it's like recognition for all your hard work, isn't it? Even where you are now in the finals.
Yeah, exactly. And like that's what I was saying to everyone is just to go to the finals. Yeah. Like obviously I want to win something because it's that's what everyone's there for.
Yeah.
But to say that I was a finalist, like. Well, there's only 5 people in each of my categories.
Yeah.
So really, like we're all like 5th place at the minute.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So like it's still a massive accomplishment. So,
yeah, it is.
Yeah, I'm chuffed, and it's my first black tie event. So so that's why I don't want to look like I'm going to a funeral.
Yeah. It sounds cool. And it's like you said, it's great that you're actually, in the final.
Yeah.
So congratulations for that.
Thank you. No, I'm chuffed.
Cool. So what's the kind of message you have with your business, and your ethos?
Yeah. So the main thing for me is when I started my business, I wanted it to be a place where you get good food, but really good service as well, and hospitality. Because the amount of places I've been where I think, that food is stunning, but that waitress or that waiter was just not feeling it. And
no heart in it.
No, and for me, I want people to walk through the doors. Oh, sorry, I keep tapping.
Oh, don't worry.
I want people to walk through the doors.
Yeah.
Like instantly be greeted with a smile. I tell my mum and Ebony, I want your jaws hurting by the end of the shift because like, I don't care what people say or whatever. Yeah. We start the vibes.
Yeah.
As soon, we shouldn't expect the customers to walk in and be like, hello, like that's our job. Like we start that.
Cool.
And I think that's so important because with our like social media and stuff like that, a lot of the comments and our reviews and stuff will say food's amazing, staff fantastic, it's brilliant service. And I want to be the all-rounder, not just, oh yeah, the food was good.
Yeah.
Like I want them to, it's an experience.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds silly because it's only a small little shop, but I just think there's so many people, right, who are going through shit and they keep them to themselves, and like it's going to be 8 months coming up on the 14th, and the amount of people that have come through my doors, and they've spoken to me and told me things that I think that they would never go and say to a McDonald's worker who just isn't feeling it, because we're very open and empathetic, and we're kind of like not counsellors, but we're there to listen as well. Like, and we are just like an all rounder. And like, there's been situations where like I've had a lady come in, right, and I think she'd come in before, but something had happened, and I just closed the shop, and she was outside the shop and she was crying her eyes out, and I opened the door and I was like, "You okay?" And I was like, come in a minute. And she literally burst out crying, was telling me all this stuff going on and how she was feeling. And I was like, right, sit down, let me put the kettle on. Like, you're here now and you're safe. Like, and that's, and I'll never forget that. And there's been like, I've had a customer that will say, you know, like someone who's passed away, like yesterday, and they've come here, and do you know what I mean? I just feel like there's so much more to Spuddy Lovely and me and my staff than just serving food. And I think, I hope that with like the awards as well, they see that we do our social media to make people happy. We make complete fools out of ourselves. Like, we literally, like, we were dancing, acting like Michael Jackson the other day, like just being stupid. Like, we've done, like, I don't normally like being on camera, but I just think, well, people aren't watching it for the way I look. People are watching it because they enjoy it, and it's making them laugh and stuff like that. And yeah, just to be able to make people smile. And I think that's what a lot of businesses are missing, is the heart. Yeah,
I agree. And it's a great thing to offer, you know.
Yeah,
offer people, you know. That's really cool.
Yeah, so that's the big thing for me, is just doing good food, serving good vibes all around, and just and like for me as well, like making sure my staff are happy. That's a massive thing.
Do you know, I can see from your social media the energy.
Yeah, oh, that's what I want.
And as soon as you messaged me, I had a look and I was like, oh, lush.
Oh,
this looks really good.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
So it does, you are conveying it as well. I know it's quite hard to convey, but you are doing it.
Oh, good. Well, that's what I want. And even if like some videos get hundreds of likes and then other videos don't, but I just think, well, it makes me laugh. So, you know, even if we're like, there's been...
You're having fun, isn't it?
Yeah, literally. And we post like the bloopers as well. So like, do you know, like things we have to record like over and over and over. And like, I'm just laughing my head off, and so are the girls. And it's just brilliant. And I just think like, well, you know, Ebony's been working for me now for, how many years is it? 20? Well, it's been nearly 3 years, right? And she's never been sick, never made up an excuse to not work. And I think, well, is that because I'm approachable? I listen to her. I give her good shifts. Like, I just think, like, although I'm a small business, like, I take things all very seriously, but I'm still a person. And that's what I think, like, there's been some places I've worked and we're just minions.
Yeah.
We really are, and that's not what I want. And
it's like part of your family, you know.
Well,
staff, and you know,
and they should be treated like family, because that's how people are going to stay.
Yeah, and that's it benefits you as well, you know.
100%.
So that's good.
So that's the what did we say? What was the message?
Like the message, ethos type thing.
Definitely the message. Just, I think I made up a saying right at the start.
Yeah.
And it was, I might not get it right because it was 8 months ago. But it was like, we're not just serving good food. Yeah. We're making your day a bit more lovely. Yeah. Like, as we can, because obviously it's Spuddy Lovely in it.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Love it.
Yeah.
And it's true as well.
Yeah. So. Well, I'm glad you said as well that you can, that's what I want. So if people, you don't have to come into the shop to see us and the way we are. Just look at it on your phone, but if you do want to come down, then fantastic. Yeah. Get a spud. But
I can't wait to come down, to be honest.
Yeah, good. Yeah, well, I look forward to it.
Cool. Cool.
Fab.
Jess, thank you very much for coming on.
No problem.
And I look forward to seeing how you do in the competition.
Oh, thank you.
And I look forward to having some food at your place.
Well, it'll be my treat. So
Thank you.
thank you for having me. And
Cool.
happy days.
Cheers.